Welcome everybody. Again, we should have a good mix of students doing the MRes in Industrial Physical Biochemistry and the MSc in Biotechnology. And looking at, I got a list of the people here, see little icons and things. Looks like you've got most people here. So welcome once again to BIOS 4004 Antibody Biotechnology. And as I said at the start of the module, we are fortunate enough, and sorry Roy, I'm going to embarrass you now, fortunate enough to have a lot of distinguished guest speakers coming in to give lectures, not on just this module, but the other modules you're doing as part of your respective courses. And Professor Roy Jefferis, who you can see on your screen now, is an old friend of ours. He's taught on our master's courses for 10 years now, Roy. Must be approaching 10 years.
Yeah.
And that was also involving the MSc Immunology students at first. Remember, we were, I think the lectures were in November when we were sharing with the MSc Immunology students in the medical school. That's changed now. Now we've got different groups of students who are sharing the course together. So, as I said, we're lucky to have some distinguished guest speakers coming in. And Roy is one of those. And for the last N years, he's been giving 2 lectures based on his expertise. And Roy is, well, I won't say the world authority, Roy, because you'll just deny that, but a world authority, bordering on the world authority, on antibody glycoforms. Antibodies are not just proteins, they have carbohydrate, they're glycans, they have carbohydrate covalently attached to them, which for early immunologists were puzzling. They didn't quite know what the function of this carbohydrate was in terms of the action of antibodies. It turns out they play a very important role, and it's not just the FC part of antibodies which is glycosylated, but also the Fab region can also, not always, but can also contain glycosylation, and this can have an important effect on the properties, not the least stability of antibodies. You take the sugar off, antibodies don't like it, do they, Roy? And we're doing something with Celltech, now it's called UCB Celltech, years and years ago, where we were looking at the hydrodynamic properties of antibodies, comparing those which had the sugar taken off and those which sugar was intact. And take the sugar off, these things aggregate and do all sorts of nasty things. So carbohydrate is important, and antibodies are fascinating molecules. It's hard to believe that nature, evolution has produced these wonderfully complex and important molecules which keep us safe, essentially. And all this COVID stuff, I had as my badge, I had my vaccination on Saturday, and if it works, it'll be generating antibodies against the COVID. But also antibodies are good, but they're also bad sometimes when they we have autoimmunity when they start attacking our own cells. And again, the sugars play an important role in this process. Oh, this is the problem. The doorbell's just rung. Sorry, folks. Just 1 second. Oh, yeah. There we are. Thanks very much indeed. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye. Right. That was Amazon at the door. Sorry about that. Right. It's because I've recorded this introduction. That's why the Amazon guy has come. So that's my little introduction to Roy. We were very lucky in having him on the course, which he does it for